Welcome to the Brown Load. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, let's as always start off as we are. There's been some drama already. It is now 25 past 9 at night. You boys came online at 8 o'clock ready to record this podcast. So that's an hour and 25 minutes ago. I was late. I came in about an hour and a bit ago. Late because of
hang on, can I just say it is 25 minutes past midnight where I am.
right in Dubai. Okay, which we'll come
In
to
Dubai.
that in a minute. Sach, save your issues. There's a queue here.
Okay. Sorry.
But we normally record when we're online, when you're in Dubai, basically. So when Sach is off gallivanting around the world, or Kedge is at some
gallivanting, it's called working.
Korean films because he's now an ambassador for the Filipino film market, and he's got to go somewhere or another to some conference. But Kedge is away, or we record online, otherwise we're together. And so we've just been having dramas. And this, let me just say this right here. For all you, and I'm going to call you idiots, I'm sorry, all you idiots out there that go, you know what, Tommy, I've been thinking about starting a podcast too as well, you know.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. This is why, because trust me, I'm inside here, I laugh through the pain now because life's thrown so much pain my way.
You have to,
right? But actually inside I'm kind of going, you know what, this right here today would have just... Most people, including myself, if I wasn't working with you two, I would have just gone, you know what? Forget it.
I've lost the will to live. I'll be honest, I just said it. I've said it.
You're not on mic, Kedge. That's another issue.
Yeah.
Your mic is not on right now.
Your mic is not on, Kedge.
You are coming through the computer speakers. And you know what? In fact, let's leave all that in. Let's not cut those.
Yeah, leave it. Yeah,
leave it. A little sound issue like that, because we've had technical issues, and sometimes you feel like it's fate. And I'm a bit desi like this. I'm like, is Kismet trying to tell me something?
Is this better?
Is Rab trying to tell me something? Is fate trying to, whatever you believe in, right?
Is
the universe, the world? Go and say something now, Kedge.
Is this better? Is this better if I talk like this?
Sort of, is it? I think so. It might be. I might go mad.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just leave it. Who cares?
Who cares? Who cares? This is life right here.
We are so done with this.
So I said this to someone the other day, and I went, you know what? We've been in the podcast just over 6 years now, or 6.5 years.
Yeah.
I said, week in, week out, we've not missed one unless we've agreed to miss it. It's not like a.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, and there's only been about 3, 4.
We don't do seasons. We don't do seasons. We keep going.
Yeah. Sorry, Kedge is sat in his place with the light behind him. So all I've got is a silhouette. I'm looking at like someone in witness protection. You know when they have like, you remember on Crime Watch where they go, and the witness image has been disguised.
I can't be bothered, mate. I can't bother to move. I've got my legs up now, and I just can't be bothered to move.
No, fine.
My bum.
Are they still aching from your running?
My bum's gone numb for sitting there for an hour and a half.
I was wondering why. Yeah. What have you been up to?
No, it's just sitting, doing nothing.
Yeah, that's a lot of sitting for you. It's a lot of sitting for you. But we are here in the UK, and in fact, what I'm supposed to be doing right now is getting excited about going to Dubai tomorrow, because I'm going to see Sach, and then we're going to go and do the Brown Load quiz on Friday night. Sach, go on, tell them some good news.
The Brown Load quiz is do you know what? I think this is probably the one that, I mean, we've done loads of events out here in Dubai. This one is where the heat is at, because everyone just wants to come to this. Like, it went from sort of like a group of 80 people, which was going to be sold out then. Then it went up to 100 people, and it sold out then. We've sold it out for the third time. We've squeezed another 30 people in, because we just need to get them in. And I'm telling you, there's a wait list of another 30, 40 people that still want to come to it.
So, and actually, when I've done quizzes in the past, about 100, when Sach said it was about 100 people there, I thought 120 is a good number. And he goes, well, now, because it's slowly gone up and up and released a bit more, that's the perfect number. And there's more, but actually those more won't get in because there's a capacity on the venue.
There's a lot of people in it for a quiz.
Yeah. No, actually 130 is about right. But normally what I'm used to is like 12 tables, 13 tables of 10 people.
Oh, right? Yeah, no, Tommy, there's 25 tables.
Yeah, exactly, which is going to be great. There's 25 teams of 3 or 4, 5 and 6, that kind of thing. Perfect. Yeah. But I can say how Dubai do it differently, because the quizzes that I'm used to doing are in schools, right? They'll do the school PTA one. I've done a couple of pub ones, then a couple of kind of themed event kind of quizzes, desi quizzes, that kind of stuff. The quizzes in Dubai, bruv, all-inclusive food and drink, like top-notch business.
Proper.
It's like, you're going for like you're going like to a wedding with a quiz master. That's what it is.
Yep. So basically, you're going to get fed. You're going to get drinks. You can then buy an additional drinks package if you want to drink for the next 2-3 hours. All in. You can buy that on top. You can go there, buy your bottles and all of that at your table. While Tommy's doing a quiz, and then once all of that's done, there's a party with me DJing. So it'll be a good night.
What are you going to play, by the way? Is it Desi? Is it?
It'll be a bit of everything. We'll see what happens. To be fair, I was thinking about it, and I'm just like, do you know what? It's a Friday night, so we don't know. And, to be fair, even on top of all the quiz people, Tommy, there's another bunch of people that are coming just for the party after the quiz is done. So
just for the rave,
the after party crew.
We don't call them this, but just for we'll just call those people for now. We'll call them the thick people because
the thick people.
Yeah, the ones that don't want to do the quiz but just want to thick but fit. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to get beaten up now, but you know what I mean? But the people that are going to go, I don't want to be mentally challenged. I want to be physically challenged. Let's get some dance moves going.
But I think I've been here a week now, and I've been speaking to people, and people are worried, Tommy, because I'm looking at a group of people that are here, and they're just like, oh, I don't want to be on their team. Like, I want to be with that lot, and I want him on my team, and I want that person. Because I think now everyone's getting a bit tactical, saying, because obviously, people have booked in big groups. So it's like, the maximum's going to have 6 people on the team. Now they're saying, oh, I think it needs to be this 6, and the other 6 can, like the dumb 6 can go together. Do you see what I mean? We're getting to that level. So, it's all interesting.
You know what always surprises me, how competitive people get. It's kind of fun. Yeah. But anyway, how is the Doobs? Is it roasting? Is it really
roasting? 41 degrees today it was when I went out for a little walk in the afternoon. I walked to the gym, and honestly, I was just saying to Kedge before all of this recording palaver happened. I said we don't get heat like that back at home, and it was actually quite nice to get that heat on your face when you're walking. Do you know what I mean? Because it's a different kind of heat.
Yeah, but bro, I remember it being quite a sickening heat. Like,
it
kind of makes you feel like you're going a bit barger.
It was, but I think when you're going out for a quick, 10-minute stroll or something, and it's like you're putting your body through the conditions.
Yeah, like a cold plunge. Like you get a little hot plunge.
Yeah, it's a hot plunge.
Yeah.
So it's been nice, but I mean, as always, flying out to Dubai, there's always some sort of story. And you know what? I got to say, I think in all the trips that I've had to Dubai, this one I think I've probably, smashed. I'd like to say the most. So the whole flight, Tommy, it's one of them double-decker planes, completely packed, not a single seat available.
Nice.
Apart from the whole row of 3 that I've got.
Oh, really?
You managed to get all 3?
Managed to get all 3.
The whole plane. So
the whole plane.
What normally happens in that scenario, and I swear we've discussed this because I know I've been in this situation.
Yeah, so we have discussed it. I think we've discussed it on the podcast.
Where somebody then will look over before the flight takes off and go, I'll sit on there. And even and that person really is within their rights to kind of go, Sat, you not that they know you, but you could go on one end, they go the other end, leave the middle one empty. And then you get 1.5 seats each. Yeah. Because I don't think you're within your rights to say, no, these 3 are all mine.
But I tell you what I did. So obviously when I booked the window because I know that people always want a window seat, even though I prefer sitting on the aisle. But then when I booked it, I was like, oh, the whole thing's empty at the moment. But obviously the plane keeps filling up, putting people in random places. I heard the announcement, doors now closed. Closing. Yeah, that's it. Yep. No one's next to me in the other 2 seats. So I sit in the middle.
Perfect.
So now the plane's taken off. So no one's going to move. So now it's done. That's it. And I thought, do you know what? So that everyone was kind of sat there like, while, lights went off. I went to bed, put all 3 pillows together, laid down on the thing and slept all the way to the bar.
You know what you also needed to do, though? Sit in the middle and just for a bit while the lights were on in the cabinet, just have a crazy man twitch.
No, do you know what I did? I did that. I was watching something on the screen in the middle, so I had like one foot up on the other seat, and I was like leaning on the other one like that. So I was kind of taking up 3, if you know what I mean.
Just split your nutsack, one on each one.
It was like that, but you know what? It did the job, and I was well happy.
Well, you know what? That's a little win. That's a little win, Sack.
And I was thinking about it, and I was just like, what would you? Because I don't think Kedge would he could do that? I don't know. What do you reckon?
I would try to.
Tommy would have invited people over.
No,
Tommy found himself.
No, I would have unknowingly attracted the craziest person to come and join me, and then they would have not come. They would have come to the row of three. They would have sat next to me and left the one on their side spare. And I would have, or maybe that's more of a thing that happened to Kedge. And Kedge is sitting there kind of going, "Shall I confront it?" And he won't. He'll just kind of go, if you move to that one, then we both benefit from that seat. He'll just internalize all those benefits and then bring them up on the podcast.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
By the way, Tommy, because I checked you in last night actually for your flight tomorrow. Funny enough, and the way it's looking, you might have a spare seat next to you because I'm the man at booking on Emirates.
Okay, let's see if you can make it 2 for 2.
Let's see.
Okay, did you put me in the same aisle as what you had?
No, it's different. You're closer to the front. I think we might be getting away with it. Let's see.
Okay, fine.
I love playing this game. I love playing this game.
What did you call him though, Kedge? Because he got all of the seats. What did you said it was?
Full seat banker.
Full seat banker.
Full seat banker.
Yeah,
because you can bank on him to get the full seats.
Is there anything you want from Dubai? Anyone?
Well, Satch, I gave you a mission, and there was only one thing I wanted, and that's the new chocolate that before everyone gets boggled over and before Marks and Spencer's make their own version and everybody else, including Londis, are selling it. I wanted you to get the new Dubai chocolate, which has got the it's what is known as the furry chocolate.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
What is that? It's like you tear
that sounds
it.
That sounds a bit rude.
Yeah, it looks like some Dada's beard is inside the chocolate.
That sounds rude. Hey, babe.
I want to see
your furry chocolate. Yeah, go on in. Give it a little nibble.
You can't call it the furry chocolate.
No,
come on, that's disgusting.
Because it actually looks like AI. You know, you get these weird AI videos where just weird stuff, like someone's falling through a hole, then they're back on the stairs and they're back round again. They're falling through the hole. It's just kind of like, it doesn't make sense and all that. So it looks like one of them because in the video they break the chocolate open. Well, Ked, you describe it. What's that middle of that chocolate bar look like?
Well, yeah, so like I said, it looks like a daddy. Someone's like some uncle's a daddy inside the chocolate, which is weird.
What is it? But what is the middle?
It's like hair. It's like white. I think it's like candy floss.
Imagine like a white wizard's beard.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's got to be candy floss then.
But sort of like imagine like the almost the fluff you pull out the inside of a pillow or something like that. Right. A bit like that. So it's this fluffy kind of furry looking. I tell you what it really looks like. It looks like the fur that kind of grows on something when you got uli on it. You know, like when it's gone off and it's like all really furry. So it's like it's weird. But you break the bar open and it all bulges out like this fur is coming out of the chocolate. But I guess it's like a candy flossing. So when you put it in your mouth, it just kind of disappears a bit.
It's funny that. So then Kedge did tell me about this the other day. I looked into it. It's actually sold out everywhere. I can't get it.
Really?
I can't get it. So I'm still here for another week.
What's it called though, Kedge?
Furry chocolate. Show us your furry chocolate.
It's just furry chocolate.
It can't be called furry. You can't go into Dubai and go, excuse me, my friend, furry chocolate. Where is?
Yeah, mate. Well, the other thing was Dubai chocolate. So of course, I mean, the fact that it's called furry chocolate makes more sense.
Hello, Dubai. My friend. Pubic chocolate. Where is puberty chocolate? I would like. Put your puberty chocolate in my mouth, big boy. Yalla.
Lovely. Lovely. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I'll go look for that. Tommy, how about you? What's been going on?
Funny you to say about sticking the furry chocolate in because I had a bit of an incident today in the changing rooms. It just all came back to me today at David Lloyd. My God, like I laughed because it was so awkward with one particular person. Now,
go on, what happened?
Do you mind me? I'll give you the slightly fuller version of the story, which is just that I'm from the East End of London.
Can I just jump in? Breaking news.
Yeah.
I've got the name of the chocolate.
Oh, go on, hit this. Yeah, go on.
We thought it was called the furry chocolate, and you thought it was bad.
Yeah.
It's called, and Satch, I want you to go to all the shops and ask for the hairy daddy.
Hairy daddy.
Tommy, you're here on Thursday, so can we go ask for this together?
Can you both
film it?
Can you both film it? And I want you to go to as many shops as possible, asking people, "Have you got a hairy daddy?"
Hairy daddy.
Hairy daddy. Hairy daddy. No, not the daddy. We want the hairy daddy.
Can you please? Okay. That is your mission, both of you, to do film that. That will go crazy.
Right.
No, do you know what? No, I'm telling you now, Kedge. I know where that chocolate's from. You can't buy it in the shop. It's one of them ones that you got to order it online.
Even
it's not available. Yeah, it's not available in the shop.
Yeah, but
I know it's not.
just for jokes. Just for jokes.
How has it even become a thing? Who would want? I just didn't even look at
This brother
advertising.
sold out. The Hairy Daddy sold out everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
All
Well,
right, cool. Go on.
again, Hairy Daddy links to this. What I'm about to say about David Lloyd as
What's
well.
happened?
So,
Do you know what? I was thinking about this on the plane. David Lloyd gets so much bad press, even though Tommy, we go there practically every day when we're there.
I am there. I'm there every day. I love it.
Yeah, same here. I'm there every day. But
I'm,
you know,
I'm obviously I'm not going to report to you. Oh, I went there, had a good session, came home. I'm going to probably go. Oh my god, this happened. That's what it
yeah.
is.
But I mean, you know, the sponsorship's never going to happen, is it?
No, it's not. It's not.
If anything, our price is going to go up next year.
Yeah,
Double.
they're going to go. Excuse me, we've heard what you lot saying. We're going to badmouth it. There you go, double. But no, I'm in there now. I'm from the East End of London. This is in the East End of London. It's quite a nice David Lloyd, meaning all the kind of slightly well-to-do property types of people who have moved further out to Essex are all here. They're all from East London. They've gone just living to Essex, and that's what happened to all my family. My family all got into property in the kind of 90s. They all did okay, except for me, because I went to university and I didn't drop out of school. So when they were coming to visit me at 22, 23 years old, they all had Aston Martins, and I had a student loan. So anyway, so all of that world is there. There's a guy there. I'm not going to say his name. I'm really not going to say his name because he was a bit of a gangster back in the day. When I was growing up, 17, 18, right. This guy was known for, not his fault, obviously, but he was involved in scuffles that happened at West Ham, around with the fans and, rival fans and, with the police or whatever else. So he's a bit of a known, tough man, but he's old now. He must be like nearly 60. And but he's lively. He's bad, he's Cockney accent, and I could tell he was in one of them kind of moods today because he was like Tommy Rocker, as he went past me like at 8 o'clock in the morning. I thought, oh, he's a bit lively today. Yeah. And then he had his little workout. I had my little workout. Then I'm in the changing room, and he went, "Oi, Tom, all like East End. Hey, you seen that Menendez documentary?" I went, "No." He goes, "I went, is it Mendes or Menendez?" And it's called Suspect, and it's about the guy who got shot at Stockwell train station. Do you remember? There's a Brazilian guy who got right around 7-Eleven, I think it was, around the kind of around then. Everyone's heightened up, and the police shot him, and it was a big hoo-ha because they said, "Oh, he jumped the barriers. He was doing a runner. He didn't do anything apparently." And it's all in this documentary. He was explaining that documentary to me. He is talking to me stark bollock naked. He's not wearing a thing, right? By, as you can tell, look at my face. I'm by the sinks. I've come out the shower and I'm having a shave, right? By the sinks. He's
clothed, or you?
I've got the towel wrapped around me.
Is he perched over the sink?
Huh?
Is he perched over the sink?
There's two sinks, there's two mirrors, and there's the pant dryer, the express dryer that you put your in and it dries in.
Is he hanging over the sink?
Oh no! I didn't. The thing is, because I'm a curious little one, I wanted to look down.
Of course you did.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm going to say, I don't know if it's going to get me in trouble. He's black, so I wanted to have a little peek, just see what's going on down there, right? Okay. So he's there. He does his dryer. Right, and I'm one sink. So there's a sink between us. So there's a dryer, sink and a mirror, and I'm at the sink and the mirror further away. And he's talking about the series. I went, oh, I love stuff like that. Yeah, I said, oh, have you seen When They See Us? Have you seen this? Have you seen that? A little bit of that. He goes, no, but this Mendes thing. He goes, you know what, Tommy? He goes, it's wrong. That was wrong. And the police covered it up. And obviously he's had his runnings with the police over the years. But then he's coming in closer to talk to me.
Oh,
right?
God. Oh,
so,
God.
Right? Nothing on.
Yeah.
Right? He puts his arms around me because he's recreating how the coppers grabbed this guy.
Oh,
right.
So now he's got no clothes on. I can feel his toto against my leg on the outside of my towel. And I laugh because I'm going, this is a joke. This has got to be a joke.
Was it R2D2?
But he was just that comfortable because he's known me since I was 17, right? Because when all of them were getting to property.
It doesn't mean you just start, rubbing each other up.
No, we didn't rub each other up. But at that point, I thought to myself, this is going in the podcast. That's all I could think. This is going in the podcast.
That is so strange. That is so strange.
But actually, he goes, yeah, Tom. And he did this. He put his arms around me because he's going, they did like that. And I can feel him against my leg. And I'm just smiling. I'm going, no way. Right, okay. And he goes, it's wrong. He goes, they put bullets in his head, Tommy. They put bullets in his head. Rah, rah, rah. So he was just deadly serious. But I think he was so passionate about the plot. And he knew me comfortably enough to kind of go.
He forgot. He just
He
forgot.
forgot.
And
He forgot about his lily. He just forgot about his lily. Forgot it was there. When it happened, I was like, what would you have done? Do you go, bloody hell, mate, what are you doing? Get your thing off me.
Well, just ride it, haven't you? You just got to ride it, mate. You just got to
I didn't ride it. No, I didn't.
No,
touch it.
yeah,
I
you
didn't
ain't got to
touch
do
it.
that, Kedge. All right, bloody hell, he's just turned it into a Jay Sean, mate. He wants to Jay Sean it.
Been about a month and 20 days. But there you go. I thought it all goes on. We've had, what did you call it? Sack on leather.
It's gone, you know, ball on leg now, mate.
Exactly. On towel covered leg.
On towel,
Next stage, I'll be completely naked. But that was, you could say that was one of the most traumatic things that happened today. But that's okay because we had a great weekend. Let me focus on more positive things. Chocolate, we did the Year Dosti tour. Kicked off this weekend. So that was 2 shows in Warwick, 2 shows in Leicester. On the Sunday. Bruv, let me tell you something. It was unbelievable. Anybody who was there will know. Please, I hope there are, because there were brown people come and go. I love the brown, love the brown. If you were there and you love the brown load, please message DM the brown load on Instagram and let me know what you think of it. And I want the boys to see it because Warwick in particular Saturday night was electric. At the end of the show, so we're doing this tribute to Cholet. It's called Year Dosti. It's going to be touring all over the country. I would say the world. It might actually be going global, but we'll wait for that. But all over the country, and I'll say this: the songs resung, dances redone, and if you want to find tickets, go to loveentertainment.co.uk. Love is spelled LUV. Because this is going down great and it's selling out. We've sold out Birmingham, 800 seater. That's gone. Wow. We've sold out Stratford East next week. It's about 500 seats gone. You know, they're going and the show's gone down so well because people are up at the end and they're dancing around, jumping around. We do Year Dosti at the end and everyone's singing along. They got their arms around each other. We have some fun little moments, you know, to do with kind of the scenes in the film. And it's just, honestly, it took me ages to fall asleep. After it because I was just buzzing. And you realize the classics are the best. The old school stuff is the best. And it was just it's amazing. So I had that over the weekend. Oh God, what a weekend! Actually, on Friday night I went and saw the new Kevin Hart tour as well. Ooh. Kevin Hart was in the Royal Albert Hall, right? Ooh. I'm not saying this so me and my mates were going from university, and one of the mates from university goes, Kevin Hart's in town. Are you free on whatever it was, the 11th of May, whatever it was, a couple of days, 9th of May, whatever it was.
Hang on a minute. Was this the mates that you went Bournemouth with that you got into a whole heap of... but you got into a whole heap of trouble when you went a few weeks ago.
That's right. This is like the one that we went and saw, we did the Ivy thing with. Now we're in London.
The Ivy debacle. Yeah, okay. What happened? Did you get kicked out of the Royal Albert Hall? Or?
No, one of them goes, Kevin Hart's in town. And I went, yeah, cool, get the tickets. I went, yeah, let's do it. He got the tickets, got them. He goes, yeah, but they're a bit dearer than I thought. I went, why? How much were they? How much would you say, Kevin Hart? A regular Kevin Hart ticket. We were quite near the front. We were about sort of 8 rows back, seating, and you could see his feet. Like that's how close we.
£90.
Huh?
90
for a stand-up comedy show. 90. I charge £27.50.
I'd say no, because I went to watch Chappelle and Chris Rock, and that was about £100 at the O2, up in the sky. So I think if you're 8 rows, maybe about 150-ish.
Yeah, £270.
Wow.
200, and you know what? I'm sorry,
300 quid. No comedian I'd pay that much money.
Bruv, there is nothing I would pay.
Not even an artist, actually.
Not even. I can't. Okay, what hour and a half with anybody? Hello, would be worth 270 quid? Depends what you're gonna get. But what? Like, and I was and I rung. I went really. I go, have you bought them? He goes, yeah, I bought them. And then I didn't want to go.
So he spent over £1,000 on tickets for the three
of us. No, just under. Just under.
Just under.
33 quid would be £1,000. So we're about £900, nearly £900, right? What was it? It's £810. You're going to make me work out, right? And then you kind of go, it's just not worth it. But now he's done it. And then I thought, and you know what, Satch? Remember at one point, I was like, we were going to be in Dubai last weekend. So I was like, oh, if that happens, then I can resell the ticket and I'll get
You
out
could
of
have got
it.
out of it. To be fair, do
Yeah.
you know what, Tommy? I was gutted you wasn't in Dubai this weekend because I was on a yacht on
I
Saturday.
saw the
Great.
bloody videos, mate. That looked unbelievable. It was
Honestly.
Thatch is there. He's DJ on a yacht. It's hot. The water's around. Everyone looked all beautiful and lovely and tanned up and living the
And do you know
dream.
what? There weren't many people. Maybe I'd say about 50, 60. It was such a good party. Like, good mix of people. It was, I really enjoyed DJing on Saturday night. It was just nice. Like, I think when you're just on a yacht, it's a different vibe, isn't it?
Well, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
See, that's
Kev,
what I
did you
mean.
ever,
I'm gutted that you weren't there, Tommy, because
Maybe you
it
should
could
do
have.
like DJ Dingy, right? And just like, and then just
Bye.
kind of,
I'll get there in a month.
yeah, could be something dingy. I'm trying to find a little dingy back. That could be a little, just play little dingy related songs. I can see that happening. Little personal.
DJ
It's like a little
DJ
VIP one
Dingy on the dinghy with his dinghy out.
with
Yeah.
with his little thingy.
Yeah,
Playing
go on.
his-
So 300 quid, Kevin Hart. Was it worth it? Was it worth it?
He was good. I'm sorry, nothing is worth that. He is, of course, he's good, right? And actually, this tour was good because it was back sort of basics. He's done like quite big tours where he's had like visual screens and all this stuff behind him. It doesn't really work. And the octagon thing, I think it just to take away from what it is. This was simple. Him coming out, talking about stuff, getting a bit real, get some great references, great stories, brilliant. But then on the way back, actually, we went via a bar, a very swanky bar. Because again,
right.
that same guy wanted to go to a swanky bar.
Right.
And he pulled out all our next thing I know, there's 3 whiskeys in front of us. I don't really drink whiskey, right? I'm not really a spirits drinker anymore.
I'm glad you said pulled out whiskey.
Yeah, it was a whiskey business. And these whiskeys were older than these two because I'm 48 and this whiskey was 47 years old. It worked out something like £200 a shot.
Oh my
What?
God. What,
Yeah,
Tommy, what
This is
kind of
what I
mates have
mean.
you got?
I need rich friends. I don't have rich friends. This is incredible.
No, bro, hang on a minute. I know Tommy. He does not care about a £200 shot of
No,
whiskey.
I do not. And if anything, you know me, I'd rather sit down and go, let's get a stack of Aluwali Pronte, a bowl a day, and sit down and just chill and eat and fall asleep. That'd be lovely. And can I be really honest? He got it and he got those shots and not shots, pegs or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what to call it, a small drink. And then and I had one sip of it just because I thought I've got to try a 46, whatever it is, 7-year-old whiskey.
Yeah.
Tastes like normal.
Huh?
£200 whiskey.
Right.
Did it taste like Teachers or Bells?
Bruv, I joked to the other guy. I went, that could be Bells. That could be famous grouse, and this could all just be a fake. Like, what do you think of this 47? I'll go, oh god, it's amazing. It's like it's got all these amazing flavors,
oaky flavors.
I tell you what happened. I don't even know the name of it. Oh, I do know the name of it, but I shouldn't really say it. I'm on a bad mouth. It's really kind of nice whiskey, but as soon as I had a sip of it, it made my ears go hot, like a reaction, and my forehead started aching straight away. I was like, mate, I went, this is not for me. And he goes, seriously? He goes, you're turning it down? I said, I'm turning it down. He poured into his glass. My other mate said, I don't really like it either. He poured into his glass. So he ended up having all 3.
He had 600 quid.
Yeah. And then we were like, I was like, in fact, I'm tired now. I just want to go home. And we'll go back. We were all staying in a hotel up the road. So he went, what am I going to do with this? He goes, I can't just neck this. So he put it in a paper cup and took it out the bar. And he had this
classy
£600 cup of whiskey in a paper cup.
And so you stayed out in a hotel. Where did he book that? Somewhere on Park Lane as well?
Just somewhere nearby.
You know what I mean?
It was actually just a Novotel, actually just nearby. But it just meant because the next day I was jumping straight on the train to go to Warwick for the first year Dorsey show, and I needed to get there early for rehearsals and mic checks and all that stuff. So there's no point going home, disturbing all the kids and stuff, and then going away. But it was good. Look, it was a mad packed weekend of Kevin Hart, crazy whiskeys, year Dorsey, and now here we are. So, and it's nice and sunny. Can we pick up the sunshine? It's lovely.
We are, I know Satch is basking in 41 degrees, but we are sort of basking in about 22, 23 degrees. The weekend we just had was lovely.
Really Has it still been sunny since I've left? Because obviously it was, 2-3 weeks before I went. It was lovely. Is it still carrying on then?
Yeah, it's just carrying on. We're in for it for another week or so, and it's just gorgeous. I went out for a run, my first run after the marathon. What I realized is my muscles and legs are still messed up. They were absolutely shredded and pounded. and so only did 3 miles, and that last mile felt like I was doing 26 again. So
Oh, really?
I think I'm going to take it easy because I don't want to make the mistake of going too quickly again. So that
Injuring
was
yourself,
interesting in this heat. But again, the big thing that everyone's getting excited about is, and we've got to mention it because obviously I'm Spurs, Satch is Man United,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the Europa League is happening, the Europa League final next week. So you'll be in Dubai still.
yeah.
Satch will. I'll be back.
You'll
It's
be
the
back.
20.
Tom
It's
will
on,
be
it's on
back,
the
yeah.
Wednesday, isn't it? Is it
On
on
the
Wednesday?
Wednesday, yeah.
And it's being billed as the two worst teams in the English Premier League because they sit currently 16th and 17th in the Premier League. So
El
So hold on.
Clasico.
Again, as you know, I'm still the teams that are 16th and 17th in the Premier League
yeah,
are through to the final of the Europa.
yeah.
So what does that
Yes.
mean? Inconsistent play, or is the Europa that rubbish? Because Europa can't be rubbish because West Ham are champions of Europe. So it was really
Well,
hard.
no, but West Ham won the Europa League conference. So let's
Yeah,
not.
that's different.
Oh, is that
That's
not this
different,
one?
yeah.
No, that's
No,
even
no,
lower.
no.
Oh
That's even
man.
lower level.
That's the one that Chelsea's in the final for.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
basically, all the top six teams are all in finals. And then and Arsenal are obviously still in there because they were the best team in the Champions League. But
Can I just say, I've been absolutely rinsing Arsenal fans for the last week. It's been brilliant. It's been the great week of football banter.
Arsenal fans are not even replying to me anymore. They've
No,
been
they're
loud.
giving up. They're
They've been
giving up.
loud all season, but all of a sudden they've gone very quiet. The thing is, they go, why does everyone pick on Arsenal fans? Because they are the loudest. They
Yeah,
really
agree.
are the loudest.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Agree. Okay, so anyway, next week, yeah, we play, and do you know what, Kedge? I'm just, I don't think I'm bothered about it. I'm not bothered about it.
I
Like,
think
A
I
little
don't
bit.
care.
A little bit. Just
No,
a bit.
I don't care. I don't
Kedge
care.
cares.
I
Kedge
don't
cares
care.
a lot.
Yeah, no, Kedge cares because Kedge is the kind of guy that wouldn't go out if Tottenham are playing, and I can't get my head around that. Like, for me,
no, I
don't
care.
get me wrong. I do follow Man United, but it's not going to stop me from getting on with my life. I'm just going to be doing
Well,
normal
no,
things.
it
You see
depends
what I mean?
what you have to do. But I care because unlike Man United, you have won trophies. Tottenham have not won a trophy in absolute ages. Do you know what I mean? And so it would be such a big moment. So I'm going to watch it in the Tottenham Stadium with a bunch of
What?
Tottenham fans.
Oh, you're
So
going to
they're
go
gonna-
to it. Brilliant.
No,
Oh,
it's not being played there though.
what are you
No,
doing?
I know. No, they're going to televise it.
You're going to go to a state. That, bruv, that's embarrassing. Hold on a minute. Explain that to me. So you go to an empty stadium where there's no football being played on the pitch.
Empty stadium, but there'll be
Yeah.
60,000 of us.
So all the fans are sat in the seats, looking at what?
The
Looking
four
at a
screens.
screen.
The four screens behind you.
Bruv. That's, can I be honest? I'm sorry, I'm going to just say the analogy just come to my head. That's like putting on a condom and watching porn. That's what you've just done.
I think you're bang on. I think
you-
you are bang on. And do you know what? He was just cussing Arsenal fans. I think this is quite sadder, Tommy.
Yeah.
Like this is ridiculous.
Everyone is up in arms though, because basically last time when we had this in the Champions League final, they put these massive jumbotrons, like 6 of them, on the actual pitch, so you didn't have to turn
So what?
around.
No, but see, you're just gonna have to go in your seat and you're gonna have to look at a screen that's up in the sky, basically.
Yeah, because Tottenham have got 4 in the corners, right? So
Yeah,
they're pretty
yeah.
big. So you're going to have to watch it on there. But the problem
That's
is
too far. That's too far away.
well, exactly. So people are saying, hold on a minute. Last time they put the screens on the pitch, which was better. But now Tottenham have got there's some game the day after. So they said, well, it'll ruin the grass.
And how many fans are going to do this?
It'll be full. 60,000.
You know what?
60,000. 60,000 are going to watch something that's not happening on the
for a
pitch.
ticket. Tenner for a ticket.
Sad.
Bruv, that's still £6 million they're making in revenue.
Forget the money, but
For a screen.
that's got
For
to
a
be
screen.
60,000 absolute losers who are going to go to a football
Why
stadium
do you
and
think
nothing's happening.
our CEO is Gudray, bro?
Well, you know what I don't get in this day and age? Actually, surely this is possible, where the floor could almost be made of LED screens and they live project the game onto the screens.
No,
so you
I'm
can
sorry.
sit in a stadium and what looks like you're watching the players, but you're not. You're watching the digital screen. That would be a little bit better. That's like
Yeah, but they don't
simulation.
have the capability, bro. Like
No,
they're not that high tech.
no, we haven't
No,
got
but
capability.
Levy geezer, is he still in charge?
Yeah, Daniel Levy. Yeah.
Daniel Levy, that's it. Yeah,
Levy.
he could make it happen. He's done
He
some
needs
pretty
to,
good
yeah,
things
he
there.
needs to levy it. But so
That is actually really sad.
well, yeah, it is sad, but it could be an iconic moment for all the Tottenham fans, and you probably won't see me on Thursday. I'll be giving you updates from wherever I end up. So, Sach, one thing you do have to be careful of is that there's some changes happening in the UK, and I think we've got to address
Oh
it.
yeah.
And that is that our boy, the Prime Minister Starmer, who
Our boy.
well, he's because he's UK's boy, isn't he? So he's let's be honest, we don't really see a lot of. You know what I mean? By now,
We just stayed quiet throughout that one. Yeah, go on.
but like by now, we'd already known what color pants Rishi Sunak wears, what kind of coffee mug he has, everything. We don't know anything about Starmer yet, but all of a sudden he's come out of nowhere and he's getting tough on immigrants. He's basically saying that it needs to be a 10-year process to apply for people if they want to settle in the UK. He's just
Wow.
a real tough stance on immigrants. And I'm like, hold on a minute, is this Farage in charge of the country? Have we got Trump in? What is going on?
We're doing political debates. Oh, okay. So is he? So
well, we're not doing political debates, but it's quite worrying that he's like, where's all this come from? He just jumped into bed with Donald Trump.
I think I've been here from the bits I've been hearing. We don't normally get involved in this kind of stuff, so I'm always a bit nervy about talking about things like this.
No. I'm just saying that Satch might have to be careful. He might not be allowed back in the country.
Oh yeah,
it's cool. I'll stay here. It don't bother me. Just means that the podcast every week might be an issue because Skype's shut down. We can't record the podcast. I'll happily leave. It's cool. It's just you two.
In my recent life poll of just chatting away to certain people, a lot of people have got their eye on Dubai long term. They're going, you know what? Let's go. Forget it. I don't know what we're doing. I'm not interested. Don't want all this. Just want to be more safer. Want my money to go further. Want to have a better life. And your money does go further over there if you bought somewhere now and what you get and the weather and all that kind of stuff. But no, immigration is a big thing. The thing is, okay, here's where I stand on all things news, which is the reason why I stopped doing news channels as well and doing it all, is I realized there's contradictory facts.
Well, hang on a minute. You did serious news.
Yeah, GB News.
Well, I pop up on GB News, Talk Radio.
But it's still you. Still kind of giving it a bit of a like. Wasn't like you wasn't doing like reporting actual journalist stuff, were you? You were kind,
you're right.
You were kind of giving an opinion. Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't. And there's a Tommy Sandy reporting live from the field.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Because I can take you seriously if you're giving me the news.
But like, you would have to talk about things like immigration or I don't know, abortion or whatever it might be. Particularly building up in the elections. And I realised everyone was so feisty and everyone's so angry and everyone's so, are you left? Are you right? I said, I don't know. I'm not either. I'm just like whatever suits me at that time.
Well, I'm left-handed, but I bat right-handed.
Yeah, you go both ways. Everyone's always said,
ambidextrous.
And so, is that what you call it?
Yeah,
handy dexterous, handy Dexter, and it's so with this one, I think immigration has been blamed for it's the reason why the NHS is done. No, too many foreign people. We're losing our identity. That's what Brexit was about. So you're just like, it's just so depressing. I listen to LBC now. Sometimes I have to turn it off because I'm like, news is just too depressing. Yeah. And then you know what? I love Donald Trump in and amongst it all because he's so ridiculous. And I know people are going to mess and go, oh my God, how can he say that? He's really terrible. I'm sure he is. And I know he is on a political level. But it's so crazy now that it just makes me laugh. So the clip I saw today of Donald Trump, while you talk about your boy Starmer, let me talk about Satch's boy Trump. And no, you've said it in the past. You said it, bro. You said it. You said you like him. You like him a lot. You like him the most. You said
he's coming in. But by the way, he's in the UAE on Thursday.
Oh, hello. He's coming to the quiz. He's coming to the quiz. I know. DT Melody Shark EP. I'm known to make you rock. Let's go, DT. Let's go. So no, he's on a clip and midway through, like he's at a press conference and someone goes to him, oh, you've been given a jet. Now, don't forget, we've got Labour ministers over here being done for being given theatre tickets and things like that and not declaring it or declaring it too late, right? And here he is, he got given a jet, right? And the woman goes, that jet is really for your personal use. Do you think it? And he goes, you know what news channel are you? And he said a news channel. I don't want to get it wrong. And he goes, yeah. He goes, you know what? You're a real idiot for asking that question. Right? He goes, you're a real idiot. And she doesn't retort, doesn't say anything. And he goes, you know why I'm an idiot? Because he goes, sometimes there's a golfer. His name's like Jeff Steed or something like that. And he goes, he a fantastic golfer, 82 championships. He's won 82 times. And he goes, you know what? He had a phrase. And that phrase was, if you can take a putt. Like if there's an easy one, just take it and move on. Right? Don't gamble it. Don't give it away. Don't risk it. And he goes, you know what? He won 82 championships. He goes, otherwise, you'll take a swing at it, you'll miss it, and you'll wish you just took it. And he goes, so really, what I should be saying for that jet is, thank you very much for the jet. And that's what I did say. It was hilarious. And he just shut it down. Whereas other ministers, everyone else gets caught into the debate of, oh no, yeah, I got these tickets for free. What it was, someone contacted me. He's like, yeah, so what? I got it. It's free. You take it.
I mean, it is the truth. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, and it was always weird because at the BBC, you couldn't take anything because you had to be impartial and all that. And that was maybe slightly, well, no, maybe it's probably no different. Isn't
No, that's all, yeah. And that's all changed. That's all changed.
This is the president and he's taking jets as gifts. And then when people question it, he's going, screw you. I'm like, man, this guy's just different. That's all.
Yeah, NFG. He's coming to the quiz. He's coming to the quiz.
Kedge, are you worried about getting your relatives in? Is that where this is going? Do you need us to sponsor anyone to get them in?
No. Everyone's here now and multiplying. So it's all.
But look, think of it this way now. Like, obviously, look, all of our parents are immigrants and came over, like looking for jobs and stuff like that. Otherwise, Kedge, look, I'd be in Kenya. You'd be in another part of Africa. Yeah, that's where your parents are from. Tommy, where would you be from?
I'll be in Punjab. I'll be a farmer.
You'd be in Punjab. Do you see what I mean?
You never would have met.
It's quite sad that, like, in a weird sort of a way, that this is it. Then we might be the last of. Do you know what I mean? No more. This doesn't happen anymore. That's it. It's just the people that are in are in.
There's got to be an app for that. There's got to be an app that is almost like if we hadn't migrated. And if they kind of look at your stats, they look at all the stats of the people of that area. So let's
like
say
the AIU, the AIU.
Huh?
AIU, AIU, yeah, back to where you.
And they kind of go, well, based on Kedge's family, they're from. Do you mind me saying where, Kedge? In Africa?
Uganda, yeah.
Uganda, right? They're from Uganda. Yeah. Sorry, because Satch goes another part of Africa. But why is he not saying Uganda?
I wasn't sure. I sure.
I knew it was Uganda, but I thought maybe.
My dad's from Sudan, so God knows where I'd end up.
Sudanda, a combination of of both, right? I don't know. Sudanda sounds like fun though. Let me show us your Sudanda.
The guy in the gym did, mate.
He did. He touched his Sudanda. And I just wanted a gander at his Sudanda, but it turned out I got a lot more than that.
Yeah, no, that's right. Do you know, like, so all of this, like, I'm thinking of it, like, like are we doing like the doll thing where you come in a packet? So it's like your AI version of that where you came from.
Yeah,
right. And they kind of go, well, based on that, okay, he was from, let's say, that part, that village. So most of the people from there, they went on to work in tech, and then like, or they tell you, if you were an arts person, you would have done this. If you're a tech person, you would have done that. If you're academic, you would have done this. If you're entrepreneurial, you might have been this guy. And you're like, oh, these are the circles I would have been in. Who knows? I might have chipped out and gone to Delhi or Bombay and wanted to pursue acting, and maybe we would all met there, doing films or media in Mumbai. And we'd all be there right now at Spotify or Apple or
I don't think so.
Mirchi in India working there. It could have happened.
I don't think so. Yeah, I would have been in Kenya,
Do you think when you get to heaven they tell you this? Do you think when you get to heaven they kind of go,
no,
look, oh, thanks, kid. I think they should.
No. As in your alternate life, basically.
Yeah, people always kind of go, oh, tell me things about my life and whatever else, or did I do the right thing? Am I a good person? I don't want to remember things from my life. I want to go, hey, that day you went there, if you'd got the lottery ticket that day and done a lucky dip, you would have been 150 million. Right, yeah. That's it. Right. It's almost like you get all the post-life cheat codes that what could have, would have, should have.
That'd make you annoyed. That'd annoy me though if I did find
it wouldn't, because it's done now.
You're dead. I suppose you're dead. Yeah, so that makes a difference. Well, brilliant.
Okay.
Things we learned.
Things we have learned.
I'm
going to start because mine is relating to the trophies, because I knew that Man United are playing Spurs, so I'm kept mine sporting related, and I came across an article talking about trophies and things like that, about the most expensive sporting trophy of all. Do you know what it is? Like which trophy is physically worth the most?
The World Cup,
right? Because,
World Cup.
like I tell you now, like the FA Cup one was surprised me. The FA Cup was fourth, and it's worth $1 million. It's got this website, it's an American website. So because it says it's 61.5 centimeters, it weighs 6.3 kg, and it's made from solid sterling silver. It's worth $1 million, about 800 odd grand, whatever, in English money, in sterling. But that's not the most expensive one.
Kedge, what did you say?
The World Cup.
The World Cup, the gold one.
Yeah.
What's it called? The Woodlawn vase?
No, the Jules Rimet.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm reading the wrong bit. You're right. The FIFA World Cup trophy. So I'm looking at the horse. By the way, horse riding, 2.5 million. That's the second Woodlawn vase.
Oh, that's a big one. That one.
Yeah, it's 2.5 million. But you're right. The FIFA World Cup trophy is worth $20 million. It's 37 centimeters, and it's made from 18 karat gold. Just going to put that all in perspective. That's $20 million. World Cup, FIFA World Cup. Now, you know how much money there is in cricket, and particularly the ICC. The ICC Cricket World Cup trophy, 30 grand. It's worth nothing.
Oh, cheap as chips, 30
grand. And it's made from gold and sterling silver, 11 kg, 66 centimeters. But there you go. The FIFA World Cup. Most expensive.
That's a bit rubbish. That is 30 grand for the flipping cricket one.
When you consider the football one, the football World Cup is $20 million.
Yeah, I suppose it has, but I'm just looking at it in the sense of, when you play cricket and then they've got that car there, the car's probably worth more than the trophy.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
100%.
All right, cool. Can I go next? The thing that I've learned is the difference between theft and robbery.
Oh, okay. Hold a minute. I bet this is one of them technicals. Like theft is if you've taken it and
does one get more years in prison?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah.
Oh.
Is theft? No, not from someone else's property versus. No, it wouldn't be your own, but is it where it's stolen from?
So, like, if you're,
there's one involved breaking in and one involves. So, if you thieve something, you could just be walking through the shop, and robbery involves breaking in.
Theft involves taking someone's property without their consent. So you've just taken it.
Yeah.
There's no. While robbery is theft that involves a force or intimidation.
Right. So you've broken in, or you've held someone.
Yep. And do you know what? I learned that on Diamond Heist, which was on Netflix. I watched a couple of weeks ago, and all the people got caught, and they said, "We're not robbers. We're not going down for robbery. We're thieves." And then they got off lightly because that was what they were fighting on, that they're thieves.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, but they would have forced their way in to get the diamonds.
No, but they were still saying that, we didn't hurt anyone. We didn't hold anyone hostage.
Oh, gosh. So, look at that. All right. Okay. Yeah. Theft. I like that. Theft versus robbery. What's yours, Ted?
My one is, you doing your Cholet tour at the moment, featuring the big man, Amitabh Bachchan. He was also in a film called Diwar, if you remember it.
Yeah.
So when they advertise...
What's the line? What's the line from that? What have you got?
Mere paas gadi hai and paisa hai, whatever. What have you got? And he goes, mere paas maa hai. So yeah, he's got his mum.
In 1978, it was advertised in the New York Times as an advert for a Bollywood film, but they changed the title. They couldn't call it Diwar. Do you know what they called it?
Why? Why couldn't they call it Diwar?
Well, I don't know, but they had to have
unless it was a secret. So they wanted people to know what it was, what the film they were. Yeah. Well, they were advertising for the film. What do you mean? Like
it was an advert in the New York Times.
And they come and watch the film or act in the film?
No, it was coming out in the cinemas.
So promotional advert.
May 1978, Bombay Cinema, and they called the film "I'll Die for Mama."
Oh, really? I'll Die for Mama.
Yeah.
Why didn't they call it Diwar?
I don't know. That's just how it was.
I'll die for Mama. I'll die for Mama.
And they called it "I'll Die for Mama."
I'd Die for Mama sounds like it stars Ice Cube and someone along those lines in it. I'd die for LL Cool J.
LL Cool J, yeah.
Sounds like Malkeet Singh's song, isn't it? Because Sada Mama Bada Great, I will die for Sada Mama.
Imagine going to the film and going, I'm going to cinema tonight. Yeah, we're going to go and watch I'll Die for Mama.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That's so strange. Strange. There you go. Look, things we've learned. Diwar was blown as that. It's good. It's good facts.
Another thing we learned before we go is we're coming to Harrow to do our live podcast.
Yes. What's the date?
It is the 25th of May, which is a Sunday, 6 p.m. Harrow Arts Centre. Tickets are available, but I'm telling you, we've already sold over half, so limited tickets now.
Lovely. And I'm in Harrow when I come back from Dubai this weekend for my solo show. Get this, boys, sold out.
Amazing.
500 seats gone for
Amazing. Just to see you do comedy.
Just to see me. And how lovely is this and how weird is this? Richard Blackwood is going to be a surprise. I'll tell the brown noders he's going to be a surprise warm-up guest. Here he goes. I'll jump on it.
What day is that?
Sunday. You can come. You just stand on the stage. This Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy's proper rock and roll this weekend, mate. He leaves on he leaves tomorrow, Wednesday, gets to Dubai Thursday, hangs with me Thursday, does the event Friday, leaves Saturday, gets back, and then he's got events Saturday, shows. Sunday.
I do Luton and I do. Oh, I don't know. No, it's Luton and Harrow Saturday. Sorry, it's Backyard Comedy Club on Sunday. Luton and Harrow Saturday night, Kedge.
Wow, Saturday night.
There you go.
2 shows in one night.
Right. That would be amazing. So, Tommy, you could be with me on a Friday in Dubai, and Kedge could be with you on a Saturday in Harrow.
Lovely. Eating furry chocolate if I get it.
What a weekend, mate!
I'll give you my what do you call it, furry daddy.
Furry chocolate,
on the weekend.
No, but make sure you please come out to 25th of May because
how do we get tickets for the live podcast, Satch?
Loveentertainment.co.uk. That's love with a U, LUV.
Okay, so those are the guys that we do all the comedy stuff with and all that. They do then all the ticket sales. So LUVentertainment.co.uk. When you go to that website, it will have like all the shows that they do. You even see like Tommy Sandu live and those Bollywood Time Machines, Ye Dosti, and all the things, other shows that we're doing, and other people's stand-up shows. I think we go to other events. We're going to be down as other events.
No, you can do your name. Click on Tommy Sandu.
Or if you click on all events and just scroll down till you get to the 25th of May, you'll see it. You know what? They're a tenner. These tickets are a tenner. Yeah. It's going to be about a 1 hour, just over an hour podcast, probably.
Gosh, we're a cheap night out, aren't we?
We are. And it's more just because we want to meet our people. We don't want to make this kind of like an old crazy price for you to get. Just come along, watch the podcast. If you've never watched a podcast live, break up your evening, chilled Sunday night. If you're living nearby, we'll see you there. It's Northwest London, massive. Come on out. We'll see you there. So loveentertainment.co.uk for the tickets. 25th of May, the live Brownload podcast, all 3 of us.
And if you're listening to this on a Thursday, the day this comes out, you can catch me and Tommy in Dubai on Friday. So that'd be pretty cool as well.
Things are so mental right now. It's like there's so many events and shows. And don't forget, we're doing all the Kingfisher stuff. We're doing all this kind of brand stuff and other stuff is lined up. This is going to be a mad year. Let's go. All right. Wishing you all the best. Have a great weekend, week, whatever. And Kedge will catch you on the weekend, hopefully.
Have a good one out in Dubai.
I'll see you out in Yalla Habibi land. All right?
Yes.
Okay, catch you in a bit. Laters, boys.
Laters.
Laters.